How are you, fella? How are you? Welcome.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah, what is it?
Why are we so up like it's an interrogation?
You shut the fuck up and you answer to the camera, alright?
Alright, how is?
Right then, welcome to this interview, lad. What I'd like you to firstly do is firstly introduce yourself and just tell us who you are.
Do you want me to say it to you or
Yes, into the camera.
How is? As you know me, I'm Deaf Daniel. But I've been making content on YouTube for the last 4 years.
So, firstly I'd say a lot of people want to know is like, who or what inspired you to start making content in the first place?
I think he was more of the Sidemen, Jacksepticeye kind of thing, and everyone knows COVID 2020, bit of a yikes time, and I was watching them a lot, and I decided at one stage I love watching videos. I was watching a lot of Fortnite content, and then it just hit me one day, why can I not just make a bit of content on my own, since I have nothing to do, so might as well.
And do you remember what the first video was that you ever uploaded onto your channel?
First upload, good God. I do actually remember, because for a lot of people in the world, my first video didn't actually go out until 2018. But it was a video of my brother spanking a horse.
Well, good news for you, fella. We have that video.
You have it?
We do, yeah. We're going to give it a quick watch. Take a look. Oh, shit. Right, well,
I still don't know who's standing or Steve are to this day. So,
well, back to the questions. So,
take it that, what you will.
What would you say was your biggest struggle when you first started creating your content?
I think initially it was, I wouldn't say it was kind of finding the time, but I think it was, because during COVID, like, it was a struggle just getting by day, and trying to figure out a concept for a video as well. But at the same time, like, you're watching YouTube videos and you see everything that goes on. You see all these Fortnite challenges, and I'm like, I want to do these challenges. But I wasn't good at editing, as everyone would be when they start out, and I didn't know how to make a fucking thumbnail. So I just had to go with what I could do. I looked at 1 or 2 tutorials, and then I just started doing it myself. And I think another one was just not really knowing the concept behind editing back then, and I think I wasn't really getting any criticism for it, but I didn't tell anyone that I was making Fortnite content until we got into it. And then I think that was when the struggle got real, because people found out about my channel in school, and then I'd have to deal with all of that, so it was pretty hard.
And during all this, even when you started up to where you are now, was there any point where you thought you wanted to quit or ever thought about quitting?
Not really, mate, because I never had the full thought. Like, I never landed in my head that I don't want to do YouTube videos, because once I kind of start to get that bit of growth, seeing those subs go up, seeing the numbers go up, it kind of motivated me, if anything, rather than wanting to quit. Like, I don't think there's ever been a time where I wanted to quit. I think there's only ever been times where I've been like, what can I make? How can I keep going? How can I improve my craft? How can I improve the videos that I make? How can I improve the thumbnails, the editing, all of that? Nothing ever crossed my mind about quitting, because I didn't want to quit. It was the start of a passion.
Well, that's lovely to hear. And what did you have to learn the hard way?
I think it was when I started making the content, and part of the hard way was dealing with the people around me, because I was around 17, 18 when I started making the videos, and when you're the socially awkward lad and everyone in your year starts to hear that you have a channel, that was a bit hard to like figure out. Learning to accept what I can do and how I make stuff. And, you know, it was the first bit of like attention I was getting, because, you know, certain videos going out, people would see and then be like, oh, what's the next video going out? And that was kind of it. But then I kind of learned to not give as much of a shit about what people thought, and just focus more on what I like doing and what I like creating, because that way I feel more motivated and disciplined, rather than listening to what people are saying I should do and saying, oh, this will get views. Like, if you make this video, it will get you a shit ton of views. And all that bollocks me. But I didn't want to bother and listen. Like, there was some videos that I made that came from other people saying it, and they did half decent. But apart from that, I only do what I want to do.
One thing I'd like to ask you now was there ever a moment where you realised that you might actually be good at creating?
I think it was... it's actually a good question. I think it would have had to have been when I was in school and I was going a week without chocolate. And I put it out on my Snapchat story, the one that got hacked. And basically, I put it on my story, and within, I think that weekend, going into that Monday, somehow the whole year knew, because I was in 4th or 5th year. It was one of those. 5th year, I think it was. And yeah, shit just happened, you know. Things just happened, and I went the week without chocolate, and then I made the video, and that video got me 200 subs, because everyone was waiting for the video to come out. At the same time, I didn't really give much of a shit, because it was like, the only reason I got this much is because people are looking at the video. But I think part of that was because this was my first real like challenge that I'm doing, because I've gone a week without like eating something I enjoy. Like, I fucking love chocolate, lad. Everyone fucking loves chocolate. If you don't like chocolate, you're a weirdo. End off. But basically, yeah, I made that video, went out, and I think part of it was just because like it was the best edited video I think I did.
It's delightful.
Like, apart from when I turned 18 and made that little vlog that I did, but it was like my first challenge video, and so I think I realised I just executed it pretty well. And that was when I was like, you know, I might actually be pretty good at editing. It's getting better, if you know what I'm saying. And like, that was kind of it, really.
Well, that's very great to hear. And so, over the course of the last few years, you've put out a lot of videos with, you know, lots of shorts, a lot of big videos. And out of all the projects that you've made, what would you say are the ones you are most proud of?
Projects, there's a fair few. I'd say this year so far, it would have to be like one of the vlogs, most likely the Tenerife video. 2 weeks with the lads, and there's stuff to record every day, and it just got to a point where I was even thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna get a video out of this? That video went out over 15 minutes long, and it did very, very well, you know. And I was so proud of it. And I think even last year, I'd say my Galway video with the lads, the Galway pub crawl, that did fairly well. Like, there's a few videos that I know I did so well on that took a while to edit. Like, the Galway video took me like a good week to edit. I had to stay up a whole night to do the edit. Tenerife video took me about a week and a half to do. But all it takes is the motivation, the discipline, and, you know, finding the right footing for yourself to say, let's sit down and do this work instead of leaving it forever. Because by doing those videos, I can sit down for a few hours and work away on what I'm doing, rather than worrying about what else is going on. Because for me, when I was doing those, like that Galway and Tenerife video, I think one of the reasons I was so proud of those videos was because of the time and effort I put into it. I did not give a rat's arse about like potential college. Now, Tenerife was in the middle of summer, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm going, like, on a trip, maybe, whilst I'm going into college, you know, I don't focus on college stuff. I focus on my personal stuff, and if I'm doing a vlog on something and then I have college to deal with, then I'm going to work on that vlog and put college second. That's the way my head works.
We've come up to the present now, and so what would you say excites you about creating content nowadays?
Having the ideas in mind, and because I'm a very creative and visual person, like, you know, I love to create a bunch of TikToks, because sometimes I focus more on making TikToks than I do YouTube videos. You know, I'll have 10 TikToks ready, recorded and edited half of them, and then I don't even have 1 or 2 YouTube videos ready. It's hard to put into words how weird it is. I focus more on TikTok sometimes than YouTube videos, but then when I do the YouTube videos, film them and put them out, I do feel proud of myself. I'm always excited about creating more content and the opportunities that come along the way. If I know a vlog is coming out, if I know that a trip is coming up, or like we're going somewhere, I will make sure that I have my shit with me, because that gets me excited to film when we're going out, and then I'll have a lot of time to edit the piece. You know, that's just the exciting part, is like knowing I'm going to be doing something in life and I can just have the camera there. There's been moments though where I've been in a place but I've been told I can't be recording, which I find absolutely bullshit, because I'm like, I might as well record so I can like look back at this and be like, this is where I once was.
In terms of your future, where would you say you would see you and your YouTube channel a year from now?
A year from now? Well, one, I'd like to know if my videos have done well and if I've been doing well, like if I've been sticking to what I've been doing. I'd like to also see maybe hitting 1,000 subs.
1,000? My
Because it took me about a year and a half to go from 800 to 900 subs, and so I'm hoping that if my YouTube shorts pick up the pace and if I get better way at recording videos, because there's always room for improvement. Hopefully I'm at 1,000 subs, and that's just kind of where I go.
And that's it for this interview. Now, very quickly, Daniel, is there anything you would like to say to your audience right now whilst the camera's still on you?
It doesn't matter what you're doing, you know, if you have dreams, ambitions that you want to do, you know, I'd say just fucking go for it. Even if education is in the way, I've been told plenty of fucking times, like, you have college work to do, what are you doing? And then I'm too busy doing something. Don't let your life get in the way of your dream. Don't let work get in the way. Don't let education get in the way. You have time. Those days off that you have during college, that weekend you have off when you're in school or in college, or if you're working, you know, there's always time to create. And that's it. You have to listen to yourself, listen to your heart, come up with the ideas, and yeah, just don't let your life get in the way of that. And that's my advice.
Well, that does it for this interview. Thank you very much, Daniel, for coming on and telling us a bit about your life as a creator. And that's it for this interview. And yeah, you won't see me at all ever again. So, see you next time.
The fuck am I doing?